Hey, it's Justin Logan from the Cabin Studio. If you have an audio recording need, come see us. Here at the Cabin, we specialize in bringing your music to life. No band? No problem. Unfinished arrangement? No problem. Got a verse that you just don't really like, but the rest of the song is really good? Man, I can help you with that too. We're here to help you realize your music and meet you at whatever stage of creation you're in, from idea inception all the way to mastering. Whatever you need, we can take care of you. Come see us at the Cabin, where we make vibes.
What is good, Spuds? This is Jesse White here. You are listening to another episode of the Needless Potatoes podcast. Actually, this is the first show. Said that kind of weird. The first show, the first podcast of 2021. Yay! Hold for applause. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us. Once again, we're back in your lives, and we are back with a special guest. We are back with Fragmented Tranquility. Fragmented Tranquility, everybody. And I sit down and we talk about what the future holds for the band, origins, inspirations. We talk about their single Dreamers Die Alone, which you can find on YouTube. You can check them out on Facebook, on Instagram, Fragmented Tranquility, everywhere. And yeah, so I really hope you enjoy this episode. I really enjoyed recording it. They are a solid band. You definitely need to check them out. But yeah, I won't hold you up. I'll go ahead and let you enjoy the episode. But if you're interested in following us, you can do so on Instagram and on Facebook. Needless Potatoes Podcast everywhere. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time and the time after that. Hello. Welcome, one and all, Spuds and Spuds alike. This is the Needless Potatoes podcast with me, Jesse White here. I am joined today by, in the year of our Lord 2021, I am joined by Fragmented Tranquility.
Yeah. There you go.
I feel like that's like a big pop. Fragmented Tranquility comes on the Titantron, and then everybody's like, ah. But how's everybody doing out there? You don't have to answer at once. Just
Pretty good, man.
That's all good. Everything's good.
Happy to not be at work right now.
Good. All right. Hell yeah.
Just chilling.
Well, there you go. That's what it's about there. And this great nation of ours. But anyways, so I got you on. For those of you who don't know, just kind of want to give you a peek behind the curtain. We did this before. I messed up on the file. My bad. So we're doing it again. But we got Cody added to the group as well. So what we're going to do is I'll let everybody introduce yourselves, what you play, and maybe one fact about yourself.
All right, I'm Eric. I'm 38 and I play guitar.
Yeah.
Next.
I am Brennan Walker. I play drums. I'm 29, about to be 30. So.
Uh-oh.
All right.
It's all downhill from there, my dude.
Oh, don't tell me that, man. Damn it.
Man, I'm almost 40. Leave me alone.
All right. My name is Chris Lawson, aka the Fragmented Luchador. I play bass, and I love to play video games.
I'm
Go ahead.
Cody Smith. I play guitar as well. And yeah, I love video games. I play them just as much as I play guitar, which is a lot.
And I'm sorry, Nell. I'm 29. I do vocals and write lyrics and play video games. Yeah. So
Well, yeah, I'm Jesse. I'm 30. I'm not in your band, but everyone else did it, so I feel left out. Yeah, so it's good times. But so Fragmented Tranquility. That's an interesting name. Can one of you or all of you, however you want to do it, tell me the history behind that name, and how it came to be Fragmented Tranquility.
All right. Well, I mean, I'll answer that question, I guess. My bad, guys.
You're good.
No,
Well, we were all originally in another band, and we had parted ways with our vocalist, and just through the process of reforming and rebranding, we kind of like were in a broken state. And when we finally reestablished ourselves with another vocalist, it was like tranquility coming across us. So it's kind of like finding peace in your brokenness.
Okay, finding beauty in the aftermath, if you will.
There's
Yeah.
beauty in the eye of the storm, bud.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. That's I'm gonna put that on my wall. I think one of those Instagram quotes.
There you go. With a little kitten hanging from a tree. Hang in there. It's beautiful in the eye of the storm.
Well, hell yeah! But I know a really solid dude, Marcus Foster. He used to be in the band, correct?
Yes.
Hell yeah,
That's my
okay.
boy. I love that dude.
Dude slays guitar.
He does.
Yeah.
He's a solid dude. Really good, really nice guy.
Yeah.
You know, he would have you fooled, but he's a stellar dude.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I've only known him for a few years, but to me, he seems like a nice guy. So
He's
Yeah.
pretty
Oh
good.
yeah. We love that dude. And man, he might not be a member of this band anymore, but we love and support that dude. I mean, with whatever
Yeah.
he does.
Mhm.
Uh,
oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, win, lose, or draw, he's still part of the FT family, like regardless. So
I mean, when I joined the band, there's no way that I would have learned those difficult songs as fast as I did without his help. Like,
Yeah.
no fucking way.
Oh, for
Same,
sure,
though.
man. All around, man. For sure. So, now you mentioned the band, you know, name and everything. What is the what do you guys call your fan base? Do you have a certain full
Not
fans, or
really.
is it just family?
We don't really have a name for them. That'd be
mean,
cool though.
I mean, I
The
came up with
Frags,
one kind of
maybe?
like a personal one. I called them the fragmented ones. But
The fragmented ones. Okay. All right.
Oh, that's
It's,
right. Yeah.
okay. Are you the fragmented one there, Chris? Kind of like the exalted one, but the fragmented
well,
one.
I was gonna say I am the fragmented luchador. So
I was about to say,
Okay.
man, we get on stage with a 7-foot luchador. Hell yeah, he's in charge. I'm just trying not to
Okay,
get hit
real-
with a table or something, you know.
Okay, real quick, 5-on-5. What basketball team do you think you guys could beat up?
Oh,
I just work here.
Right. I like
hey,
that.
man, for real, plinkety plank. That's all I do.
Okay.
I'm too short for
I've been known to
basketball,
use-
bud.
I've been known to use my base like a mace and rock some faces, but that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll circle back to that question. We'll come back to it. But so you guys are in the Oklahoma City music scene, and I know we've talked previously kind of how interconnected everybody is. But real quick, you know, for the ones listening at home, can you kind of take us through that kind of the camaraderie, the companionship, and just the overall positives of being in a small yet connected Oklahoma music scene?
Oh man, it's great, man. Yeah, it's much better than it used to be. I've been doing this for a long time, and it used to be just, you know, if your band wasn't as heavy as mine, we weren't gonna hang out, you know. But man, these days it's great, man. We've kind of formed like a little brothership with all these other bands that we've played with. I mean, hell, I was just playing Red Dead Online with the guitars from Letters to a Friend the other day.
Fucking
So
yeah.
I mean,
Oh, Brandon?
yeah,
Play with him all the time. Brandon's
Yeah,
my
solid
dude.
dude as well, man.
yeah, man, I love that dude. So I mean, we've kind of even, you know, continued the friendship past the stage and the, you know, hauling gear around and all that nonsense. So
Mhm.
I really enjoy that personally because it kind of puts it on like man, I don't care if your band is better than mine, man. I want to come to your show and rock out with you, man. Like,
Mhm.
I don't care. I'm a fan of your band too.
Yeah, I love how much of a much more of a family it is than it is just like friends. You know, it's all
Exactly.
one. Yeah.
Well, hell yeah, man. Well, and I think that's for me that going from like booking and promoting to being a roadie to being a fan is that's a really cool thing about not just the Oklahoma music scene, but like the pop scene. Shout outs to Mackenzie Fox over there at Layers of Pink, and but also the country scene, and just you have all of this wealth of talent, in a state that a lot of people probably don't associate with a genre outside of country. You have a lot of solid metal acts,
Right.
rappers, all that stuff. Yeah, videographers, actors. So it really is it's beautiful to see how talented a lot of the local artists and musicians and things are. Now, you guys typically play around the Oklahoma City area. Um, what are some more of the more of your favorite venues, maybe in Oklahoma
Oh man.
and anywhere else?
Man, personally, we had mentioned it the last time, and I was a little embarrassed that we had forgot to mention it as a band. But Sessions in Ada was fantastic.
That place is incredible. I love Sessions. Yeah.
Like, man, yeah, they just always made us feel welcome, and I mean, that was the only place that we ever had anybody help us with our gear. I think.
Yeah, usually you have a bunch of goofs that watch you carry around these amps and heavy equipment, and they're either standing in your way or they have their dumb boyfriend or girlfriend standing right there drinking a beer, watching you do this. And yeah,
Right.
no, I feel you. But anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, hell, I even think you helped us unload once.
I probably did, yeah. But Sessions, may it rest in peace. That was it was owned and operated by Casey Howard, who's kind of a local musician, artist, author,
Great
just
dude.
a great dude, solid dude, really nice. Just love that dude to death. Shout outs to you, Casey Howard, if you're listening. But and also Austin Fisher was able to help there, and just anyone around Ada. We all got together and made this place our own, and it only
Yeah,
lasted a year, but it was a hell of a good time.
yeah, it
I was
was.
gonna say, I sadly can't say that I've ever went to Sessions because anytime they had a show, I was always working. So anytime we had a show there, I was always working. So I was like, oh crap. But hey,
It happens.
yeah.
Yeah, well, what are some other ones? You guys have Blue Note, you got the Conservatory or 89th Street Collective,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, I love playing the 89th Street. That's
Yeah.
almost like a second home by now. Uh, and we always play with like some of our favorite local bands there, like Understanding Eris or Letters to a Friend or All Seems Lost.
Yeah, and that
Man, it's
speaks back to the fellowship of those guys too, because that's the most help that I've ever had with carrying gear is helping them carry theirs and them helping us carry ours.
yeah,
Gonna
yeah, it's
say
great. I love playing there. I'm ready to
there's
play
even
there again, man. You see, they got it all nice and remodeled up.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Clean.
I'm ready to get up there and tear that stage apart again.
Oh yeah.
There was a couple other places that I played through the years. There's like the Hidden Castle there in Norman. You know,
Hmm.
rest in peace to that one as well. But then like your mom's place, that was a good
Yeah,
place
Yeah.
to play. And there's just really just so many more places. The Elks Lodge, the little was it the Elks Lodge? Or the little place underneath the campus at in there in Ada. Little ball
Oh,
Oh, you're the ECU Ballroom.
ECU ballroom. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, that's what I meant. Not the Elks
Yeah, I was
Lodge.
starting to think Elks Lodge. I don't think we did a show there. Yeah, the ECU.
yeah. Yeah, who could forget
Another
playing the
prime venue.
Diamond too?
Yeah, the
The Diamond's
diamond
a fun place.
for sure.
Well, and what about some venues outside of Oklahoma?
Unfortunately, we haven't made it outside of Oklahoma yet, as far as playing shows go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But we're looking. if anybody's out there, hit us up, man.
Oh, for sure, man. Well,
I know
hopefully, once things start moving in a positive direction, we can kind of go ahead.
I was gonna say I know our buddies in Sinful would like to get us up in Kansas one of these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the elbow room up in Wichita is a stellar place.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, yeah, a lot of places in Denton, Debellum, have some friends around there. So maybe we'll collab in the future. Maybe we'll do something together.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Down with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's and I say it all the time, but Denton, that Fort Worth area, a lot of those bands, that whole scene reminds me of the Oklahoma music scene. And shout outs to all of Silvertongue Devil, Craig, Carrot Coleman from Diesel Beast, Randall Day, Nick and Alex from Monogamizer. I have to get all my shout outs in. So,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Monogamizer, that was a fun
Yeah, we
band to
played
play
a
with
show.
too.
Yeah, we played a show with them. That was sick.
That was at the Blue Note. It's Destroyer of Light as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That was, and I was, for some reason, anytime I go to the Blue separate shows, so I think, and I remembered that I'd put that together, and as you were talking there, Chris, that kind of clicked in my head. I was like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
I put that show together. I completely forgot. But yeah, the Blue Note, man. So one really cool thing about the Blue Note is not only do they, treat the bands right, not only does it sound good, but I feel like the people that show up, they know what to expect. They know they're at a show, and they're going to show you some love. I really like that about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, for sure. But what's other than maybe Kansas and Texas, is the goal in the future, once you start playing shows again, what's some states that you want to play other than Texas and Kansas?
All of them.
Yes, everyone. Yeah.
All of them.
One I'd like to get out to is to play with our buddy. It's no longer. Oh, it's a band called Abadonia. He used to be in a band called Silence the Witness, but our buddy Brendan, from Missouri, he's a really cool dude, and I'd like to go out and play with him there for a while, a couple times.
Yeah,
you hear that, Brendan? They want to play a show with you.
Oh yeah, let's get it, son.
Let's get it, man. Let's get these shows back going. But yeah, it's no.
Man.
Brendan Lukenhaus is his name.
And what was the band that he's in?
Current band I think is called Abadonia.
Abadonia. Okay. Well, shout outs to Brendan over there at Abadonia. Hopefully you can check them out. Do they have any social media, any YouTube, anything like that?
Oh yeah, they're all over everywhere, man. They actually just dropped a new single, maybe a month ago, and it's one of the most brutal things I've ever heard. So I mean, you're missing out if you don't check them dudes out.
One of my favorite songs that I've been hearing from them is called Backbiter. It goes hard. I love it.
Yeah, hard in the paint.
Hell yeah.
Hard in the paint.
Yeah, hard in the paint. There you go. But you guys had mentioned a single, and I know it's been a little bit, but you guys actually dropped a single on YouTube. Can you kind of give some insight about that and let us know what it is and where people can find it?
Yeah, we dropped a single called "Dreamers Die Alone." I guess it's been about a year ago now. But it's all over YouTube. Unfortunately, for some reason, it's not on Spotify anymore, and I'm trying to work that out. I might just have to, re-upload it or whatever. But it'll be up there soon, I promise.
Hell yeah! So Dan, Brendan, since you're being quiet over there, what does that mean to you, Dreamers Die Alone?
I'm sorry, it kind of cut out.
No, you're good. What is the title "Dreamers Die Alone"? What does that mean to you?
Okay, here we go. Let's see. Me, I guess it means if you I got it. I'm at a loss for words here, I guess.
You can tag somebody in. It's all right.
Yeah, is it? Yeah, is anybody else?
That's all right, brother.
mean,
I didn't mean to
I
pick on you.
just,
I'm sorry. Called you out.
I guess I don't know. I play drums.
yeah. I put my boy on the spot. Look at you.
Just say
Ty.
one of the newest member in the band. I'd like to hear like Sonny's take on it.
Yeah, Sonny.
Oh,
Let's hear it.
yeah, he's over there hiding in the corner. Look at him.
No, it's not like that.
Oh, just picking on you, bud.
Um, I'm not really. I don't. I don't really know what to say about it either.
I was gonna say, I mean, like, because you sing the lyrics, like, and then you like push them out and you put them in your basically feel side.
Oh,
I don't know.
Well, Chris, what does that?
oh,
I was gonna say, kind of
Did
cut
we
out,
lose him?
kind of cut out there.
What is Dreamers Die Alone? What does that mean to you, there, Chris?
It could be perceived in many ways, but like really, because in a way, like if you think you're like dreamers, like you're if you're just dreaming about it, you're not
Mm-hmm.
going out and doing it. You're not making things happen. So if
Mm-hmm.
you're just gonna dream about it and not make it happen, then you might as well just
Yeah, the song kind of speaks to you.
yeah.
It really speaks for itself when you hear it all together. And like how it starts, now will you stand tall? It's
Mm-hmm.
it's like Chris was perceiving the way we put it off. I don't know, it hits different when you listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
When
It's
it
like
all
a different
comes together.
experience for everybody.
Yeah.
yeah,
It
for
came
sure.
Yeah.
with the vocals when he sings the chorus, and that just, I don't know, that set it off. But it's a believing in yourself, really,
Mhm.
to me, just because, yeah, I would say believing in yourself.
Well, hey, yeah, man. Well, and I think that for me, what listening to it and stuff is just the overall like audience that comes on because it heavy metal or this genre of metal is perceived as like an aggressive style of music, right? But
Right.
whenever I hear something like Dreamers Die Alone, it's I kind of get that. You kind of get this like it's lifting you up, like you're not here alone, and kind of what Chris had said is if you keep dreaming, you're not living, so you need to go out there and live, and kind of let this music do its job and build you up. And at least that's what I got from it. So I think you
Nice.
guys definitely, yeah, you guys did a great job of conveying that, and kind of bringing that to the forefront. Now, maybe just what was the like recording process like for that single, and maybe some of the other stuff that you recorded? Like, for example, do you all get together and you just kind of jam it out, and maybe you'll strum a like either Cody or Eric will strum something on the guitar, and everything else gets laid in, or is it usually just a more creative, full process where everyone puts their input and then you have a song?
Well, we kind of do it in all those fashions, really. Here lately, though, we've just been popping material out left and right. So, like Cody and I have both just presented entire songs, and we'll just work on trying to pull the whatever beat I had in my head or Cody's head and try to put it in Brennan's feet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we have written a lot of songs that have just came from jam sessions.
Yeah, there will be stuff that Brendan will come up with a real sick fill and a real nice, like, heavy, lead into a verse, and we'll come up with something, and he'll have this idea of what it is, and he'll tell us what he wants us to play, and that becomes a song. And then there's Eric has little babies that he brings to to practice and says, this is a song that we need to do, and we'll just get all together and make the drums, the guitar, and it all works so fast. And then I'll have my little babies that I'll bring to practice and say, this could be a song, and we'll do it. And then whenever all of that is said and done, we'll just improvise. And a lot of the time that really works out. And when we look back at, recording us as a band playing all together, we're like, that was really sick, and it worked out more than just a bar,
Yeah, they definitely push out more songs than I can keep up with the lyrics. When they show me the new stuff, I'm sitting there listening, just spurting, stuff that pops into my head. But then there are times that I'm writing an entire song while they're writing the music,
Like one of my favorite things that happened one time, it was actually during the process of writing The Fall, was we had this little opener thing that we did, and I was just messing with it, and Brendan was like, dude, do that. And that's what became the intro of what is now in The Fall, is of me just basically hammering on and off of those three main notes. And it's just so amazing, that raw feeling you get when five guys like us get together and just mesh so freaking well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. And that's one thing that I really appreciate about you guys is being a fan of the local music scene, and just bands in general, and going to see big bands like Slayer to local bands like yourself. Is you guys are very tight, and the chemistry is there, and I think that that's really important, especially for some bands that are that are coming up. Is the chemistry that you guys can make adjustments if you need to. And it sounds like the recording process is a lot like that. Like everyone could just mesh together and flow very well together. And
sure.
a lot of the times, a lot of the times you'll see bands that are really good. They're super talented, but maybe they just don't jam together. It's kind of sloppy, and it's just. But yeah, the chemistry is definitely there, and I think that's probably one of the highest or one of the compliments that I can give you, other than that you're a badass band, is that your chemistry, and it just goes to show all the hard work that you guys put together.
Yeah, appreciate that, man.
Thanks.
Yeah, we're just five idiots with instruments, man.
Damn. Well, you can PayPal me that money later. So
I will. You just put my name and Slayer's in the same sentence.
Yeah.
Well, don't tell them, but I like you guys better. So.
Hell yeah, I tell them nothing.
I'm glad that I didn't do it, but I was on my 18th, 19th birthday. That's pretty close to getting that Slayer Eagle emblem on my neck. And I'm glad I didn't do it. But wow. So I was just one of those things. I'm glad I didn't have the money to do it. But
right.
So, but you had mentioned, Chris, you had mentioned The Fall. Is that another thing that you guys have recorded? And do you have any recorded material other than the Dreamers Never Die Alone, or Dreamers Die Alone? Sorry.
Sadly, Dreamers is the only thing that we have recorded that's actually mastered. We do have other stuff that was before, in kind of the beginning stages of it, but it just for some reason didn't really turn out as good as we wanted it to. So, but hopefully once all this gets together and we can actually get back together, and as a full band, we can start maybe saving up some money, or even get it to where we can just record our own stuff, in a way that we can just kind of piece it all together, then send it out to get mixed and mastered that way.
Very cool. Is there a certain studio that you guys like to work with?
Oh, Tyler
Siddiqui is amazing.
Yeah.
He just knows what to do.
Blue Element Studios is the place to go.
I mean,
Tyler,
and he got the drum sound flawless. I mean, it was crazy.
Yeah.
And got it done quick. We got that song recorded in a day.
Yeah.
What I love about Tyler is that he envelops himself into the product, and he's like, hey, what if you did this, and or what if you did that? He kind of also helps the recording process too. Like he'll hear something and he'll see if like maybe we could do it and stuff like that.
Yep.
Very well, and I think it's important to kind of challenge yourself as well too. When you go into the studio, um, one good mark of a sound engineer or sound tech is there's a difference between criticism and giving you suggestions. Giving you suggestions for the better, and they're kind of pushing you to be more tight and more clean and pushing you to kind of be better musicians. Is that something that Tyler does, or is he more of a let you guys do what you want and then kind of gives feedback afterwards?
Oh no, he was definitely all hands on the entire time, which was great for me because I just could get right for about 35 minutes. So, yeah, having somebody that like was actually almost part of the final writing process, kind of the outside looking in, was really great actually, because I don't think it would have turned out as good as it did otherwise.
I agree. He definitely knows what he's doing. I mean, he had so many great ideas, and he knew where to place things, and it was just like, and then like the overall, like all the ambient stuff that he added to it, it really brought out the song itself.
Oh yeah, man, hell yeah! It's I mean it definitely you can tell that there's not only um, the talent that went into making the song, but the production afterwards. Because there's a lot of bands out there that they put something out, and of course maybe you can't go to the studio, maybe you just don't have that luxury, but some stuff just unfortunately sounds rushed, and of course that could be a plethora of different things. But and one interesting thing about recording is nowadays a lot of people, all you really need is just a really good laptop and maybe like a really good microphone, and you can record at least vocals, or you can record guitar tracks into your
Right.
computer and make a whole song that way. Is that something that you guys have explored, or are you wanting to stick with the legit sound studio, recording studio?
Well, actually, all of the guitar work in Dreamers Die Alone was done through plugins. Like we didn't actually record amps. It was all done in the computer, just for the sake of clarity and cleaning up the little extra noises that are there when you do like sudden stops on the guitar and things like that. It was just so much easier to clean up.
Can you explain what a plugin is for those that are listening?
It's essentially just a program that runs inside your recording software to essentially you can use any amplifier you could dream up. Like, I mean, I don't own a Mesa Boogie, or a 5150, but I can use one through that.
Yeah, man, for sure.
And speaking to the home studio aspect, I actually have all of our songs recorded on my computer just for, in the process of learning these, I recorded them. And in the process of making them, I record them. And I have, quite a few of them. But the problem with that is, with us living so far away and also not having all of the equipment that we would need, there's no way that we could make a version of the song that we all like enough to release out of what we have right now. But that may be something that we are very capable of doing in the future. I mean, I could just here, give me a minute. Like I have a bunch of even the new stuff that like hasn't been heard yet on my phone right now. But I'm not gonna play too much of that. But
No,
yeah, we
I
have
gotcha.
quite a bit, and we just I just don't think that we would all as a band, as a group, as a unit, feel really comfortable releasing something that isn't exactly the way that we want it, and we just don't quite have enough of the goods to make that happen yet.
I got you. Hopefully in the future, though. Hopefully you're at this point, maybe in the very near future that you could, or you could get more time in the studio as well. Now, that kind of brings me to my next question. Do you guys have any merch, or do you have any merch coming up that you could maybe sell to get that recording time?
Unfortunately, we do not have any merch printed up at the moment, but it is something that we're looking into pretty soon.
And who typically designs a lot of the logos for your merch?
We actually had our logo designed. Oh my God, what was that guy's name? Jesus, I just went blank. God, he's gonna kill me for it. Anyway, he designed our logo, so we outsourced that. Like we reached out and found somebody for that because I don't know about these guys, but I am not the artistic type like that. I can't do all that graphic designing or any of that stuff. Plinkety plink, that's all I do.
I got you. Well, I know Russ's roommate and his bandmate, the homie Russ Roberts, is a graphic designer. So I know that he's done some stuff for me in the past. So and I know that you can check him out on Instagram. I'm forgetting his Instagram handle at the moment, but definitely check that dude out because a very talented guy in his own right.
Oh, for sure.
What's his name?
Russ Roberts. I'm going to find his Instagram handle because I totally gave him a shout out and did not have it up. But I'll grab that for you in a second.
It is Russ Napalm on Instagram.
Russ Napalm. There you go. So it's RussNapalm. Russ Napalm on Instagram. He's got the goat head on there. Hit him up if you need some graphic design needs. So super talented.
Solid dude. He's awesome. I love the dude.
Oh yeah, and he's a huge wrestling fan like yourself there, Chris, and like myself. So
indeed, we were at one point. Me and him were actually training with the same place. There for.
Where'd you train at?
It was a place called All Star Pro. There in Midwest City. No, Bethany is where it was. It was in Bethany, but like something happened. I wasn't able to continue training, and I'm not even sure if he's still training, but I knew he was there for a while. But yeah, really
very cool. What's that? Now this might be a little bit off topic, but this is a question for you there, Fragmented Luchador, and I guess anyone else that wants to tag in. But what's easier for you to be the baby face or to be the heel?
I'm more of a if I was to actually do it, I would probably want to be more like the Steve Austin, CM Punk, more Mick Foley, be the anti-heel, the one that can be a face, but more rides the lines of what a heel does.
Okay, well, Stone Cold did attack The Rock with a chair after WrestleMania 17 and shook hands with Vince McMahon. That's pretty heel work there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But
he also was a mercenary for the $1 Million Man. So can't forget that.
He was. Indeed, he was.
Yeah, but very cool. Any other guys? What do you think? Heel or face? Good guy, bad guy?
Oh, are we talking about Chris now?
No. Would you there, Mr. Ayers, Eric? Would you be a good guy or bad guy in pro wrestling?
Oh, bad guy all the way.
Well,
all hail Lord Megatron. I'm just saying.
Well, what if anybody else? What about some of the other guys?
I don't know. I don't really watch wrestling, so I don't know what's better.
Oh, you the first one I'm getting with a chair.
All right. No, I guess a little bit easier question is I'll hit you with a little bit of lightning round before we get out of here. What's one superpower? If any of you could have, what would it be?
Flying. I hate traffic.
Oh my god!
That was almost at the same time.
Yo.
Mine is kind of a source of also being like traffic, really just traveling into general. Mine would be teleportation because wouldn't have to worry about anything between it all. Just boom, you're there.
Instant transmission.
Yeah, exactly.
What about you, Brennan?
I need just boom.
Give me a minute. You know what?
A Gundam
If I had a
suit.
superpower, it would probably be to manipulate matter itself. That's what I would want.
Ooh,
Oh,
okay.
shit.
Kind of
Like
deep,
some Thanos
but think
type
about
of
it.
stuff.
See,
We
See,
he
never
Brennan
answered
would
your wrestling
definitely be a
question.
bad guy. Yeah, he
Yep.
would definitely be a bad guy.
He answered your wrestling question.
Yep.
Look, watch out, Chris. We come up with the chair and the table. What's happening?
What about
It's gonna
you,
be a
Sonny?
TLC match.
Kick you both.
Speed.
Oh, like the Flash. Okay,
Mm.
that'd be cool.
Exactly.
Our
Yeah,
resident
shit.
band.
There you go. Hell yeah. Very cool. Well, and now we had talked about, well, we had touched on it, but as far as your fans, and I know that you guys are very plugged into the Oklahoma City music scene. What's some highlights from some shows in the past? Did you have to sign somebody's baseball card? Or is it usually people come up to you and say, "Hey, man, that was a killer set"? And maybe what's the song that everybody most often comes up to you and says, "Man, I really like that song."
Oh man. I don't know. I think the coolest thing that happened was when we had somebody ask Brennan for a drumstick, and then he asked all of us to sign it.
Yeah, that was-
That's awesome.
I
was at
thought
the
that
end.
was pretty cool. You know, I was like, that's cool. I don't even play the drums. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was probably about the coolest thing that I mean we signed. You know?
yeah. We have signed shirts. I remember that. And we
Yeah.
signed. I don't know. We've signed a bunch of stuff, but it's been
Yeah,
fun.
flyers and posters and
Yeah, I think you signed a poster for me. So
Yeah.
oh, nice.
Yeah, it was actually the Monogamizer Destroyer of Light poster, the one that you put together, the show that you put together, brother.
yeah, I did, didn't I? Well, hell yeah. What's now? What's the one song that people come up to you and they kind of they more identify with?
Well, to our super fan Brian Rhodes, calling us
Faded.
out, right? It would be Faded.
Okay.
All the way.
He's always wanting us to play Faded. If we ever take that song out of our playlist, he's petitioned to probably not.
Yeah, I don't think he'll ever come to another show again.
Nope.
Well, yeah. All right.
We usually get a lot of attention with. It's usually the first song we play. It's called "The Break." We usually
Yeah.
get a lot of compliments about that because I don't know when we play that song, I can't help but I'm all the way hyped and I'm gonna tear the stage up. I might jump out in the crowd with you and everything.
I was gonna say, and like, if anybody's ever watching us play, you know, me and Eric both do like this little turning frog stomp thing. And if you see like Eric run across the stage, it's not that he's trying to like, you know, just move around. It's because he's trying to stay away from me so I don't step on him.
I'm all the way trying to run away from you. I'm only 3 inches taller than the midget over here, man. Come on now.
Hell yeah, man! You got to look out for Eric over there.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Look out for you little people, man. I'm just a wee leprechaun, man. Leave me alone.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
just trying to get my pot of gold, yo.
Now, this question's for you, there, Sonny. What do you, as the vocalist, whenever you're singing these songs and you're really kind of feeling the energy from the crowd, do you ever look out and you see people singing along with some of the lyrics?
Well, I've only done 2 shows with them, and the first one was kind of not as big as 89th. There wasn't like it was it was a different vibe too, kind of.
Mm.
Like it was with a band out of Texas, I believe. To me, they were like, I don't know, like a black metal type. It was an older scene, older vibe in this. And at 9th, man, those lights were right in my face, to be honest, and I could only see the people up front that were like digging our sound.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Okay,
That sounds like the railhead.
I
If I'm
haven't
not
experienced that yet.
That was the
yeah,
first
the
show that
railhead.
someone asked me for a guitar pick. I never expected that to happen. So every time I come to shows, I bring my flashy pick. I got these Dava picks and they're good. And I never expected for someone to ask for one. And so I lost a good Dava pick that day, but it was worth it because they were really into us and
Good
it was
fun.
a fucking fun show to play.
Nice.
Hell yeah, man, for sure. Well, and this is one of two of last questions I'll ask you. Now, what does the future look like for you guys? What's some of the goals that you want to accomplish in 2021? With hopefully everything clears up and we're able to do more shows, obviously. But what's some more goals? Is it just playing out of state, playing bigger shows, recording, or is it all of the above?
Man, all the above, for me anyway, man. I just want this to continue to progress, and playing out of state would be amazing. Bigger shows would be awesome, but I think more than anything, I just want to get material out there to you guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
we're sitting on like an album and a half worth of material that needs to get out there. So hopefully we can do that in the next little while.
He's being serious.
Like all the way
Yeah.
serious, guys. We've already started writing the second album, so
Yeah.
and it's like almost half done. So you might just get a double disc debut album. I don't know.
Hell yeah, man! Double disc Tupac style.
Yeah.
All eyes on me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there you go. Well, very cool. All right. So, last question I'll ask you. Now, for you guys being a metal band, what are some of your influences, and what's one non-metal influence that you guys maybe individually? I'll let you answer it individually. But what's one metal influence, heavy metal influence, and what's influence that's non-heavy metal for you personally?
Oh shoot. For me, my biggest metal influence would have to be Fear Factory. Those dudes are just incredible, and that like speed picking off timed weird chug patterns is, right up my alley. And non-metal, oddly enough, would be Bruce Hornsby. I don't know if you know who that is, but he's like an amazing pianist.
Okay.
He's the guy that did That's Just the Way It Is.
Okay. Hell yeah. Okay.
The original writer of it. Peter didn't write that.
No. I got you. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Chris?
For me, see, there's I could go off on so many different things, but as of recently, I would say that one of my all-time favorite metal bands is probably the beast machine that is Killswitch Engage. Freaking both both Jesse and Howard as vocalists are just perfect for that band. And really, just that band is probably, it reminds me a lot of us. They're so tight. They're so, they mesh well together, and it's just so awesome. And then non-metal, I'd have to go with Tom McDonald, because
Okay.
he speaks the absolute truth, and he makes the music all by himself. He doesn't have any writers. He doesn't do anything else. He doesn't. He spends all of his money and time into making his own music with his girlfriend. That's it.
That's okay. That you're the second person that I know personally that's ever mentioned Tom McDonald. So that's interesting.
They're so good.
Yeah, for sure, man. Talented guy. What about you there, Cody?
In terms of metal, it's got to be a conglomerate of a lot of the bands that I listened to in high school, between like Miss May I and Asking Alexandria and Crown the Empire and Bullet and Killswitch. It's just all of that. Like that was what got me into shredding and going heavy and hard. So that would definitely be like the metal conglomerate that is, inspiration for why I continued to make my fingers bleed. And then in terms of like a non-metal inspiration, absolutely my dad. He is the furthest thing from metal you'll ever see in your entire life, but he is the reason why the fusion between all of these other genres happen whenever I play guitar.
Hell yeah, man! Shout out to you there, Dad.
Yeah.
Sonny, what about you?
Cody hit it on the head with everything. We're not far off in age, and I grew up with that stuff too. The first metal, like screaming wise for me, I was 13 and I heard Unholy Confessions on two headphones, and that like time right there. And non-metal, I listen to really everything. Like when I'm writing for us, I don't try to listen to anything that inspired me to do this genre. Like I'll KJ. I actually just mentioned this the other day that I never thought I'd say this, but like Justin Bieber is writing a lot of really good songs. Because I'm a lyricist. I love writing songs. I love songs that I don't show I may show the guys like 2 rough drafts, but I always send them like at least the 3rd time because I want it to hit people in the way that I've been through it.
What?
Hell yeah, Brendan, what about you?
Wait, did you say me? Okay. Is it I the only one that has answered yet? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Recently, I've been listening to a lot of stuff, but what I mainly listen to a lot is Spite. I've actually been listening to Slipknot, but old Slipknot, like Subliminal Verses and Down, Iowa, and subtitle.
Sick.
Hell yeah, man.
But other than that, I guess something that let's see. I actually got into Primates not that long ago for some reason.
They go hard.
I don't
They
know
go harder
why.
than a lot of people realize.
Dude, for real.
Claypool
Yeah.
is a boss.
Yeah. And then actually, North Lane, their single, I think it was at the time, Details Matter. That slaps, man. That is an intense song. I love it. But yeah, that's
Hell yeah, man. For sure. Well, that's a lot of solid bands there. I actually it popped up on my feed, but I forgot the video to before I forget, and actually check that out again. And that was really cool. I forgot how awesome that video is and how awesome that album is. Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, it's so great. It's like you just don't listen to it for like a year or two, and then you come back to it or something. It's like, oh yeah, this.
Oh yeah, I noticed one thing. I noticed that Sean, aka Clown, in a lot of interviews, he sounds like he's like half awake or half asleep or something. Whenever he's answering questions, he's just like kind of, yeah. This sounds like he probably doesn't want to be there. He doesn't probably want to do the interview, and B, it just sounds like he's just half awake. So I always thought that was pretty funny. But all right, well, we'll go ahead and end it there. But I really do appreciate you guys doing this again, taking time out of your busy schedules to sit down here with me and answer some of my questions. So I really appreciate that much.
Hey, not a problem, buddy. We appreciate you having us on and tolerating our shenanigans for the last hour.
Any of those.
Oh hell, man, it was a pleasure. So huge fan of you guys. I can't wait till to see what happens in the future, and hopefully we can get that show going on in Texas. That will be very cool. Be very cool to see you guys. Yeah, hell yeah. But Alrighty. As far as the social medias, any things like that, where can people find you guys?
Man, you can check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, as well as
And,
our YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, and for the people that are confused, is it Fragmented Tranquility, all one word on Instagram, or what?
I believe it's official Fragmented Tranquility, all one word.
Okay, and can you spell that for some people?
No. FragmenTranquility.
Nice. All righty. Yeah, there you go. All right. Hell, very cool.
God damn,
I need to come up with an acronym.
I was totally like using my finger for a pin in the air, guys. I'm not
That's
that good. I'm not that good.
Now you know you're good.
Clink,
So
that's what I do.
You're fully
yeah, there
sent
you
it,
go.
man.
But Fragmented Tranquility on YouTube. Check out Dreamers Die Alone on
Yeah.
YouTube. Yep, and you can check out Fragmented Tranquility on Instagram, on Facebook. You can check us out on Spotify. Hopefully, you're listening to this on Spotify. If not, you can go over to YouTube. All of it's free. You never have to pay for anything. And you can check us out on Instagram. See what we're doing next. We're trying to get these shows out as they go. So hopefully our schedule clears up a little bit for that. But you can check us out on Facebook as well. See what we're doing there. Send us a message if you'd like. Or if you're down with the old school way of communicating, you can email us at needlesspotatoespodcast, all one word, at gmail.com. And yeah, so we appreciate all of you. But once again, thank you so much, guys, for being here.
Hey, no problem, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
For sure. Well, before we head out of here, you got any advice for anybody listening?
Man, keep shooting for your dreams, man. Like, don't ever let anybody tell you can't do it or it's an absurd thing. It's not. Just keep going. Just keep pushing and don't ever stop.
Yeah, don't give up.
Yeah, don't give up. And fuck the haters. So
Fuck the haters.
On that same thing, me as the Fragmented Luchador, I live by a code. It's called "Dream It" or "Don't Dream It, Be It." So
ooh. I can see that on the shirt. Someone's wearing a sleeveless shirt that says "Don't dream it," and then in big letters, "Be it." Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Luchador 316. You know what I mean?
or in the words of Shia LaBeouf.
Hey, yo, that should be the next shirt we make, dude. It should be Luchador 316, yo.
Oh shit! Okay. All right. New idea. So we'll get off here before anybody spills any of your awesome ideas there. So all right. Well, see you later. See you later, everybody. We will see you next time and the time after that. Bye bye.
Okay.